Welcome, Gemini, to Finally Found Tarot 1111. Today we're going to do your love spread. So this will be for the coupled Geminis out there. So this is a very vast spread, so please stick with me to the end and get some very intuitive messages here. I did meditate on your energies, Gemini, and pre-draw your spread because, like I said, it's very vast. Saves like 20 minutes shuffling. But I will explain how the spread is laid out here for you. This is your white light oracle healing message for your partnership. Your ancestors and spirit guides message to you regarding your partnership and your overall likely outcome for the relationship, okay? Then this is going to be your guides' energy currently, okay? This is going to, all the red cards here are going to represent your partner's energy, past, present, future. This Gemini is going to represent you, past, present, future. Roles can be reversed, so put it however it place. If you represent this energy, your partner represents however it sees fit, okay? Again, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Gemini. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself, toss the universe, which does not, it's not meant for you, and that's okay. And check your other Moon, Rising, and Venus placements and the videos that correspond with that to get some messages if you don't find the guidance you're looking for here. Okay, Gemini. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to this video is the right time for you. Alright, that being said, I will clear that and balance the energies with the singing bowl here. As I do so, I ask that you take a deep breath in and exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so, just to bring your energy into the spread and connect with the guides. Alright? So, Gemini, without further ado, I think that's pretty much the head spread. So remember, roles reversed wherever you see fit. Take the messages that resonate with you and toss the universe which is not, okay? So, we are going to start with, may the universe grant me the power of water to accept with ease and grace the things I cannot change. The power of fire to change with energy and courage those things which I can. And the power of earth to continue with strength and steadfastness on my journey. And may the power of the divine bless this reading to be true and sound and to accurately guide my hand by theirs alone. And help balance Gemini and their partner and help to a tranquil, loving place. Alright, Gemini. So we're going to get started, okay? So this is going to represent where your guys' energy as a couple is right now. This is swimming between the spaces. Think with your heart and connect with your light, Gemini. So your partnership and you are going to probably be needing to do a lot of this thinking with your heart and not so much your head, Gemini. I find a lot of us tend to get in these ways of thinking. We're having an issue with my camera here. Sorry about that. We just had to take a pause there for a second. So again, this is going to kind of represent where you guys are at, and this is you needing to kind of connect between those spaces between you guys. This is fundamentally very important energy, I think, for you and your partner to be embracing right now. And it could be a little bit hard for you guys to accept this energy. I find, Gemini, this is that sort of radiant sun that's announcing a new day in your guys' life as a couple. It is power and intensity awakening within you with light and love. So this red-tailed hawk right here, it soars right in front of it, empowering you to experience beauty, peace, and balance within your relationship with Gemini. It wants you guys to connect to your higher self. It helps you step out of your limited perspective and see the situation with amazing clarity and focus. These two frogs here, they want you to be flexible and adaptable since frogs are associated with water and water symbolizes emotions. They want you to get in touch with the old feelings that you guys have ignored in your relationship. Let them go and embrace the personal power. What you now believe to be true is learned from a very old and outdated sort of set of programming. put on your superpower glasses and see past that which was holding you guys back in your relationship. Frogs show up around practical but adventurous and creative people like you, Gemini. Sing your beautiful song to the world, and maybe you need to breathe in new life in an old project, or throw everything out and start from scratch in your relationship. Begin a project together, something that's going to keep you guys balanced together. This large, green, and healthy heart here, it wants you to filter everything you do through your guys' heart chakra. Opening your heart chakra enables you to give and receive that gift of love and compassion in your relationship. These three guides are helping you stay balanced and support you guys when you guys are experiencing life's interesting places and spaces. And when you meditate or just slow down, Gemini, you and your partner are going to look and listen for them, and they're going to appear to you guys through synchronicities. They're a vibration away, and when you listen to your heart, it grounds you and enables your spirits to soar here. And that's a very powerful energy for you guys to be embarking on. Gemini, it's great energy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start out with your past here, and then we'll take a look at your partner's past. Then we'll do your present, then we'll take a look at your partner's present, okay? So, starting out with your past, Gemini. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. Now, this is card 49, Gemini. Okay, so I think this is important for you to be considering a lot of your actions at this time. And in the past, you had to consider a lot of your actions. You weren't so steady, kind of on your feet in this relationship, I feel like, prior to now. Maybe you had a lot of lack of being able to, your actions spoke loudly and your words kind of did too, but sometimes saying you love someone isn't enough, okay, Gemini? It is time to show someone how you feel, and your partner is looking for that right now, I believe. Put someone's needs before your own. This is asking you to do something to show your love. Presenting your love without words does have to be complex. Doing the simplest things can make a huge change in someone's life. Allow your acts and considerations kind of to convey your feelings to your partner. And in the past, I think you tried to speak loudly through your actions, Gemini. And you did something constantly. You're very passionate energy, so you know that you do something for someone that they don't like to do themselves, kind of to express love. You turn up with items that they need, like a flower, a favorite candy, dry cleaning, whatever it is. I think that's powerful. You're doing something for someone that you know that they didn't enjoy to do. This falcon here, it carries this maiden back, right? The daisies adorning her body imply new beginnings, optimism for rekindling your relationship. This falcon is a signal to kind of focus your attention or energy on what you guys value in this relationship. And I think you did do that. You focused and honed in on it. That deep blue of that sky emphasizes that positive power of communication and the security that can be fostered in a relationship. And I think that was very profoundly important for you in the past, was to allow that communication to foster in that relationship. Okay, and then you have the union of hearts. A love connection defies explanation. So you guys' love connection in the past seemed like it was just beyond extraordinary. And it was that blissful, embracing, loving relationship. And we all have, it's sometimes hard when you get out of that new love kind of stage and it's not so romantic and exciting anymore. But this is that you have more of a deep connection, right? It's especially unique, and it can't be defined in words. You guys have been through a tremendous amount. This love is comfortable and it's a perfect fit, right? It can be between parents and children sometimes, but romantic partners in a special friendship, it's important to recognize that significance that love has in your life. Shift your attention to the essentials in your relationship, Gemini. Celebrate the wealth of love that was present in your life, and you're doing that, and you did that. This card has definitely prompted you in the past to redirect your awareness from your goals and desired outcomes onto your relationships. You were definitely thrusted forward, I think, before you lose them, right? But this is send someone a note. You don't have to wait for a special occasion to do something special for someone. So send them a note, a card, or a flower. And in the past, that I feel like you did with that action speaking loudly. You definitely did that. These colors, green and yellow, they dominate balance and healthy love and mutuality. You're being reminded of the importance significant relationships have in your life. Reflect on the role love plays in your world, and I think that you really did, Gemini. You're a loving energy. Ask for help. What do you really need, and be willing to accept support, okay? So I think in the past you were not really communicating what you needed in this relationship, okay? And it was a struggle for you to ask for help and to see that it's okay to ask for help in this relationship, because there's so much support available to you. You just have to ask it from your partner. They can't read your mind, Gemini. Let go of that fear and pride, as they do not benefit you or give you what you desire. You could be feeling inundated by a challenge. Take a minute to think about what you need and support. Evaluate your feelings and enabling you to communicate effectively what you want. Ask for help might seem scary and invulnerable in the past, but there are plenty of people who would love to help you, and especially your relationship partner. Strength comes from the ability to recognize your personal needs, Gemini. Release any feelings being around a burden on others, and people that are loving you. Helping others is really a healthful and smart way to ask for help. So this beautiful mermaid, she's kind of sitting in the knee of a wise, old, loving man. You could recognize the love that she feels as she supports, the mermaid needs. The yellow reflecting off the water and the mermaid's hair are calling you to expand your self-awareness. It's important to know when extra help is needed and to call for it and ask for it. And I think, Gemini, you finally found your voice and were able to do that with your partner. Okay, so then we're going to go into your partner's energy here. There is reversals in your partner's deck, just so you know, so just beware of that. So this is New Life, card 39. So in the past, I think your partner wanted to represent a very new life energy here for you. A strong, powerful sort of energy. It wasn't always very easy for them to come to terms with. This is essentially new energy. New energy enters these old relationships, and I think your partner come out with this new energy. New relationships were bursting with sweetness and vibrancy, but this is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and that heart full of joy energy. This is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships in all forms, right? You have every reason to be optimistic in your relationship. It's reminding you that opportunities out of abundance come into you, and they came in with this new breath of fresh air energy in the past, and you were welcome with it, with your actions. You were looking forward. Then they got mending in reverse. 52, last card of the deck, in reverse. This card is hugely speaking to okay, so mending. It's you came to this place where forgiveness was necessary in the past, your partner and you, for you to move forward, separate or together, whatever it was. But heartbreak kind of is that strange healer of souls. And so in the past, I think you guys could have went through this heartbreak issue that kind of stripped away your mask and loosened their tight hold on the separateness, kind of where they view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger scheme, and I think in the past, whether you did this breakup I think there was a huge breakup in this, and it kind of made them realize what they lost and the dependency in others in that moment when we can't hold ourselves together. It leads you to become one of the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of life, and none of us are immune to it. And it's important that your partner viewed this loss, this pain, with dissonance and a way back to their source. They let their sorrow break their heart wide open in the past, and they weren't left behind. They're loved and by spirit, and they kind of felt alone in this energy. But they look back and they kind of see this truth of this mending here and know what they need to do and where they want to go. Community in reverse. So I think in the past, they allowed a lot of community thoughts, a lot of people to influence this decision and influence this relationship or their actions, the way they viewed this relationship. However it is, it was kind of beware. They had to be aware of compromising their integrity in order to belong, right? And I felt like that's what they were in this relationship, kind of compromising a little bit of their integrity. dimming their light to change their self so that maybe possibly you would accept them into the relationship. Maybe they're hiding who they truly are in order to play a larger role. They really start to realize that they're going to never find fulfillment there. There's time to assess that willingness to be real. And this is them standing tall, learning how to be authentic in their true self, and not letting others be afraid of themselves and stepping into that role. And I think that that caused kind of a refreshing energy for you. I think you always knew who they were, and you were trying to get them to kind of come into that energy. Okay, now this is the present energy for you, Gemini. And we have forgiveness. Okay, so nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. 29. Okay, absolutely, Gemini. This is, right now, this is the present energy. You have to forgive that your partner for whatever happened in that past, really realizing that nothing is going to be gained from it. You're really not going to get this great sense of you're never going to move on if you don't forgive, right? So that being willing to forgive yourself and others is opening that doors for future growth. Love is restored and trust could be rebuilt, but you have to move away from bitterness back to the joy you deserve in your life. Granting forgiveness is that choice you make. You might not feel like engaging with someone, but you can forgive them without ever talking to them again. But I think that for this, you need to forgive to move forward, because you don't want to lose your partner, but you're struggling with this act of forgiveness. It helps replace anger, depression, and anxiety, and that old pain with hope and compassion. Think about what you can forgive, as those benefits will be immeasurable. This process is going to increase your inner strength and your self-esteem, Gemini. Forgiveness can heal and help you move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. Replacing hurt with love will free you to love more deeply. These two faces, they appear at the center of this card. The upper image wears a crown of ice, which appears to be melting around the edges. This could symbolize the willingness to change or move through a situation here. Closed eyes can depict the subconscious, deep thinking, or an error in communication, right? So the clasped hands above the face show a return sort of to balance and compromise here. And that you can achieve a positive outcome. Remember, forgiveness is a choice you make for your own benefit, Gemini, and it's not necessarily for your partner's benefit. It's absolutely for your own benefit, but it will obviously benefit them as well. Card 2, act like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. So Gemini, in this, if you're looking for more love from your partner, you're going to probably have to give it a little too. Oftentimes we expect our partners to know how we're feeling and know when to do it. It doesn't always happen that way. That law of attraction states that you need to be in the vibration of what you want to create. So love will come to you more readily if you surround yourself with love and easily find things to love about your life. Take a moment to think of the many things that you love in your relationship. Use your imagination and visualize a world in which you can manifest what your heart's desire is. Try not to seek out whatever it is that you wish for. This is the challenging aspect of that law of attraction. Act as if what you yearn for is already there, and give attention to or waiting for what you are longing for sends a message to the universe that you don't possess your desire, and you will magnetize not having it, right? So this fairy, she holds an image of herself that he holds an even smaller image of herself. That smallest image could be associated with your inner child and what you've longed for in your life. You attract to your life things that mirror your thoughts. This would explain why the fairy's holding an image of herself, right? Fairies symbolize the magic that life has to offer, and this is a card of hope and a reminder that magic is really readily at hand when you shift into a place of positive patience, okay? And that's the energy. You're like, okay, I'm embracing this. You got 13 miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. And that's this relationship. You're starting to see the miracle and the blessings in your partnership, in your relationship here, and what it really means to you. And that's a powerful energy. But this card came out for you because there are many miracles happening in your life and in your relationship right now. And the angels are asking you to look at how things are. Look again. You're going to find what your life is filled with miracles and blessings. Reflect on who you are and your journey to this point, but recognize and accept the blessings that have occurred in your life. Situations that were not ideal brought their own gifts and lessons, Gemini. Your existence began with that part of a miracle. Continual blessings and miracles continue to show up in the smallest of ways, but you need to be willing to receive these gifts, right? And this is like the eternal goddess flowing hair reaches to catch a leaf from those various leaves floating near the grass, right? Hair can represent thoughts or reasoning. Check in with your self-talk and beliefs. Are you open to a miracle, Gemini, in this relationship? Be ready for what's unexpected here. And when you are, you're going to get such a level of energy I don't think you were prepared for. Going into your partner's present, imagine. Card 20 here. So, you definitely need to, and it's an operate your partner's imagining a very sort of peaceful, tranquil place. This is turning your imagination into manifestation. They're kind of ready to, it matters, the heart, it's easy kind of to daydream about others as a means of connecting to that person. While it's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it, and that's their energy right now. Now is that time to move beyond the daydream and into realization, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating, and I think they're trying to relate to you huge, you know, sort of on that dance floor where imagination partners and with manifestation. The message of this card is that the person with attributes that they've imagined is in their life. You're going to be changed, they're being changed for the better, and they're imagining that in their life, that you're changing them for the better. And then they have fork in the road, card 13. You guys both have card 13 here out. So you got miracles and blessings, and they got fork in the road reversed, Gemini. So your partner is coming, maybe they're not feeling as, like this fork in the road is definitely, you've reached that moment of truth in that evolution of the relationship where they're going to kind of choose to open up to the possibility of this love, or they're going to keep remaining isolated, to go deeper and commit or walk away. So this is the time they're taking responsibility for their truest desires and they're following it. They're being honest with themselves about what they're willing to do, invest, and give, and they're choosing. They're not making any wrong choices here. If you move, they're moving forward with a relationship, it's going to be based in truth and authenticity, okay? And that's what, if they're going to move forward, that's all they want. They've made a conscious decision rather than to simply hang on because you don't want to be alone, they're going to end things because they're afraid of the intensity of a genuine connection. So all roads are leading to the lessons that they need to learn in relationships, regardless of the decision that they're going to make. It's going to place them on a path of a truer experience of the heart. And I truly believe that. But indecision is kind of having them extremely frustrated and is leading them to anxiety, loss, and confusion here. This is a juncture that you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether, and that's kind of what they're at. They're avoiding the tendency to let others choose for them, which amounts to the subtle refusal to take responsibility. They can't give their power away, not into anybody, but by not making a choice, they're making a choice, right? So for which they must be accountable. If that choice is going to lead them to undesirable circumstances, they have to remember that spirit can never tire them in giving second chances, and that you kind of learn to value this lesson, but they're kind of very back and forth about what they want in this relationship. Milk and honey in reverse. Card 15, they're very, very lost in what they, or sorry, 51 in reverse. I'm about 15. But 50, this is really them kind of having this nameless unease. It's compelling them to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. And it's kind of working in the moment, but only fleetingly before those feelings return and they need to re-up until they're kind of exhausted, feeling worse than they did before. And I find like that's what they're continuing struggling in this relationship, or not seeing the light and choosing to surrender to spirit. So now is that time that they have to practice some extreme self-care. They need to do so before they engage in behaviors that they're going to regret later. They are loved and cared for, and they need to feel some compassion for themselves. Turn the tables over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. And I really feel like that's the energy that they're doing in the present. They're letting everything go to the divine. They're just like, okay, I can't do this anymore, okay? And that's powerful. You in the present, oh, I love you. You both got card 20 as well now. So 20 and 20. I love you. These are powerful words. Yes, they absolutely are, Gemini. And this is the future energy. You're going to be expressing your love to your partner and letting them know that they truly do love you, and you truly love them. Whether you're addressing your partner or yourself, these are the most important words you can say. Do not hold these words in. Giving them often and freely will not take their power away. So be ready and willing to say those I love yous often. And recall the last time you expressed love for yourself. Do you really love who you are, Gemini? Do you avoid thinking about how you feel about yourself? Expressions of love are powerful for anyone to receive, including you. Take a moment to acknowledge what an incredible person you are. Declare, I love you. Let that love emanate from you and into the world. So this golden hued angel clasps her hands over her heart and gazes into the heavens. She's a reminder that angels do watch over you. If you're not in a loving space, the angels can help you by saturating you with unconditional love. The golden color of the angel could denote the sacral chakra. This is chakra of relationships, feelings, emotions, identity. Clear and balance your sacral chakra, and you're going to get some powerful energy there. 23, take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. Yes, they are. And I think that's important for you to acknowledge, right? That when you truly do love, take that chance, rewards will come to you when you love openly. Your care, affection, and appreciation is going to help others and create more love for you. And that's powerful energy there. Let your fear go and give the love you're longing to receive. You're going to find that is one and the same. Allow love and relationships to evolve in your life. Life progresses and grows naturally. Be your authentic self and pay attention to what your heart is saying to you. There's a wonderful opportunity coming your way. This couple rides over some sort of turbulent waters here. That's actually in a boat with no oars. So a face in the distance watches over them. There is so much you can't control, but you can govern how you feel, Gemini, and that's very important. It can be difficult to get to the next phase in this relationship while fear is kind of blocking you. There's always angels or guides beside you, and you can rely on them when you're looking for that extra support in this relationship. And 35, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Okay, beautiful energy. 35. Absolutely, you do have to embrace that energy of just accepting that, right? A positive attitude works wonders in creating more love around you, Gemini. Allow yourself to truly express yourself positively in this relationship. Use only wholesome words when you speak to your partner, even about yourself. Be conscious of any language that you use out of habit and be willing to release this to create more positive energy around you. Doing this will bring more love. Often your exact words or actions won't be remembered, but people tend to recall how something you said or did made them feel. Taking a moment to choose those words that are more loving can have such an amazing impact. Thinking about how you convey your message will have a profound and loving impact on your partner. Treat conversations with others as an occasion to discover something original. Consider the partner's point of view and treat them with compassion. Sometimes it's not easy to do, but try hard to listen. There will be many opportunities to state your case or impart your viewpoint. Two young sort of natures here. Beings that gaze lovingly at a newborn dragon sitting on a rose. Dragons may be helpful guardians as well as educators, but they can also help you heal the past, right? And the aspect of yourself that keeps you in a fear mode when you are communicating. The full moon behind right here, it's bright to suggest that there's an opportunity to release a pattern that is no longer serving you in this relationship. Trust your ability to speak your truth in a loving manner, and when you do so, you're going to find there's so much power there. And going into your partner's got chop wood 42. So your partner's feeling a little more, you've got a lot of hope in this relationship for yourself, but your partner, I feel like, is not so much. They're struggling to figure out what they really want to go forth with. This is nothing as important right now as just doing what you need to do day by day in this relationship. They're letting your heart remember that not everything has to be hard won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are in the center of the awareness. This is a perfect time right now for you guys to hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, do something together that's going to embrace your relationship. And I feel like your partner's definitely coming at you. they're devoting too much time to dreaming and talking about their dreams. They have to get out of the chair to make things happen. Actually have to do something powerful in your relationship. Start with a small task and remember the dreams of reality only after you come to take incremental steps. Take only steps towards the gods, and they're going to take 10 steps towards you, and that's powerful stuff. And then you have all the glitters isn't gold. Okay, so card 16, your partner is feeling like everything in this relationship wasn't what it's meant to be. And sometimes they were trying to become something they're not, something that were not to impress others, right? They were trying to embellish a story a bit, adding some sort of dramatic elements to make it more appealing to you. This is a signal to walk away from what they were contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it's only going to bring about a difficult situation that they're going to be sorry you got themselves into. Stay away. It isn't wonderful how spirit protects you. Better things await. What is this energy is saying that I feel like they feel like this isn't, they can't deal with this energy. They can't work through it anymore. Happy, okay. But people are trying to possess what, that's what my guide's saying. My guide is saying that people are trying to make it seem like all the all the glitters isn't gold. And I think that you're trying to be like, yeah, I know what glitters is gold. And you're finding this happy balance here in the future, this card of, okay, nobody's coming in here to tell me anything anymore. I've had enough. I know what I want. This is joy and contentment, that sense of fulfillment. There are moments in that relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend. Whatever it is, this is that kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance is that reading that tells you joy and contentment are here, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand, and keep watering it and it will be green. Be grateful and delight in your relationships. And if you're seeking one, if you're seeking a new kind of rekindling in your relationship, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of it, like bees to honey, right? And when you do that, I think you're going to find they're going to find a huge balance that they weren't really seeking, okay? So your healing oracle message is the karma of Cthulhu. Okay, so I'm going to read this card from the book because it is kind of important to do so. So we're just going to go over here. Okay. Your sacred soul passion is powerful enough to shift the state of your inner reality and your outer experience. So commit to what truly ignites your heart and do not be dissuaded by anything or anyone. If you are seeking to make a commitment, do so when it truly connects with you, with your heart. Follow your genuine, meaningful bliss. Know that no matter what appears to be, you shall prevail, you shall rise. So the commitment that emerges out of the true Cthulhu is not about clipping one's wings, but about growing them and learning how to fly skillfully. Without commitment, one takes a leap, tries to fly, fails, and rather than going through the process again and again until there is an understanding that leads to mastery, one tries to ride a bike or surf, dance, teach, heal, never giving any chance to settle and evolve. There is an inherent wisdom in Cthulhu. Let yourself be truly excited and inspired. Allow yourself to stumble, to not know, to become the holy mess that precedes sacred birth. When your attraction is deep and soulful, you will have the capacity to stay the course even through difficulties. Don't allow the ego to tell you that the struggle must be a sign a path isn't right for you and thus drive you away in search of a substitute paradise. The oracle of karma of Cthulhu can relate to those times when you are just discovering the path, feeling inexplicably fascinated by something, and are encouraged to explore just what the true nature of that fascination could be. Then the karma of wonder is guiding us to fulfill the deepest longings of our soul and attain spiritual freedom in the process. We often think of karma as negative, but positive karma is our connection to guidance, grace, the soul's delight that empowers us to live with joy and rapture. We can cultivate positive karma in the way we live our life, from the heart with forgiveness, a sense of worth, and gentleness in our hearts. This oracle guides you toward spiritual empowerment, your ability, even today, to create something positive, gracious, and loving. What ways of being and such practices would enhance your ability to be a generator of positive karma this lifetime? This oracle encourages you to recognize that in its own inimitable way. Spirit is practical. It just tends to go via the deliriously rapturous, astonishing, and deeply healing route. Trust what you love and let your heart lead you. You and your life shall become luminous, sanctified in the grace of alchemical transformation. An unexpected and miraculous arising is at hand. Well, now that's a powerful energy for you guys. We're going to grab your animal sacred spirit guide message for your relationship. 27, alpaca, curiosity. Yes, you do. So we're probably having a little bit of a curious energy here in this relationship. This is embracing the curiosities in you. This is a fire element. Contentment is bringing desire to learn or explore something new in your relationship. Alpacas have this great vocal range, choosing that series of shrieks that whine, slathers to danger, right? These animals show us that by simply being present and at peace in our surroundings, we automatically open ourselves to new possibilities, adventures, and creative exploration, allowing us to be truly available to life and what it has to offer. And when we do that, it's a beautiful energy. Okay, so now, Gemini, we're going to go into the overall outcome for you guys here. And we have miracles. Beautiful. What a beautiful energy. So these miracles here are truly going to be profound energy for you, because this is that double rainbow. Do you see that? So after the storm, that rainbow is going to appear. So the storms of the past are passing and your dreams are coming true in this relationship. No matter what has happened in the past, the future holds abounding miracles for you guys. Good fortune, celestial beauty, and inner divinity are expanding within you two. Believe that your life is guided. Trust in that goodness of the universe, and that celestial bridge between the heavens is opening for you. Start maybe a healthy program. Whatever it is, blessings are flowing in all directions. Believe that you deserve the best, because you do. Bounty, joy, and blessings are miracles flowing in your relationship and to you. And simplicity, yes. So enjoy that simplicity. The simplicity in your relationship is going to be what keeps you together, right? To find that sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life, do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your guys' life. Scan the areas and clear both internal and external clutter in it. Rest, rejuvenate, only participate in what is truly important to you, and relinquish everything else. Don't delay. Do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there is no room for spirit or each other. There's too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The small amount of decluttering can make the biggest difference in your relationship. And I think when you do that, you guys are going to be like stuck like glue, right? Beautiful energy here. A lot of mixed emotions, but you guys will get through this. You have so much love here. So much love. This forgiveness on your side, Gemini, is going to help everything kind of coerce over here. And your partner needs to remember that not to let any outside influences come here. I find that very important for you guys. Until next time, my friends, namaste.